Welcome to Golden Gate Battlegrounds. We have Rob versus Steven. Two titans of the NorCal scene. One of them a gentleman. One of them a scholar. One of them has...
He's a blocker. He's a talker. He's a midnight pitcher.
Exactly.
His arsenal's on to run.
Amazing. If you keep singing, though, we might get hit with copyright infringement, so we can't have that.
We're trying to go for gasps or whatever.
That's true. Make sure you all pay attention to these games because I think there's a lot to learn here, and there are some takeaways that I believe you're going to enjoy. But if you're not paying closely attention,
you'll miss it. It'll be gone in a flash.
That's correct. So enjoy these games. Enjoy us enjoying them as well. And we'll see you at the end of the video. Appreciate y'all. Thank you for being here. Goodbye. Oh, not goodbye. It's game time.
Goodbye.
All right, here we are. Golden Gate Battlegrounds, hero picking or banning. That's what it is here.
He immediately says, I do not want to play against Benji. I have all decks that block. And Steven says, cool, let's not have ice happen today at all. We'll be done with that very quickly. Oldham's gone. Benji's gone. But who will you play first when you know those heroes?
Yeah, pretty spicy. It's going to be Dash versus Enigma. Shout out to both Steven and Rob, personal friends of mine. Steven, always clad in Gundam swag. I need to ask him what his favorite Gundam is. I certainly won't know, but that is very cool.
Shout outs to King Kong Games for having the tournament here, too.
Hopefully that's where it's at.
I think that's what it said. We got Blade Beckoner head, chest, and legs that all make sense and look like it's just one big man on the left.
And same thing on the right, except for that man has abs. Wait. You put a steam counter on that thing? That's not Hanabi Blaster?
Let me read this real quick. I gotta look
up. Plasma barrel shot? What the F?
What the F?
What the F? Rob's doing the same thing we're doing.
He can't also, look up February.com like I can, though.
Rob, did you get new glasses?
Plasma.
Those look pretty good. He's going to get the power of his ancestors and gain 1 life.
So Plasma of Barrel Shot says, pitch 2. If this has no steam counters, put a steam counter on it. Go again. This card's damage is equal to 1 plus the number of times you have boosted this combat chain. And you have to remove a steam counter to fire it.
Well, it seems like Steven could not punish Rob for playing 1 card here. It's Arsenal Pass. Rob's down 1 chi. He also Arsenal passes. What the F?
I don't want to do anything. Rob says, my entire deck is reactions, and I'm waiting to deck you out because you boost a lot.
Which seems bad if your name is Enigma playing Ward.
Enigma has a lot of tricks. I think maybe you haven't been playing against Enigma in a while, but Enigma was super strong all throughout her CC life. It seemed like anytime she got focused on or people went out of their way to attack her, didn't matter. And I do expect her to be a very much like, because you have all those instant interaction times, because you have, maybe I can block or I can pitch to Ward. There's not a lot of things that go through Ward in this format, maybe. Yeah. I think Enigma is going to be a strong deck that people will figure out and play extremely well.
Unpreventable, right? Stuff that says this cannot be prevented. Right. Interesting hand here by Steven. It looks like it to be all reds and stuff be costing stuff. He does have a hyperdriver to help him out here. Little adjustment there with the hand cam. Thank you.
Which this is OG Dash, not Dash off the top. So OG Dash says pick an item that you want to start with, and he chose Hyperdrive, which I think if you've never seen this, which I sure haven't, you are wondering, damn, is this deck trying to run me over or what?
Apparently, it's now Rob's turn after this boom grenade hits the table.
Which he played a blue, so now his second blue that's a chi will flip over and become a hero power, where you pitch a chi to make a spectral shield with a +1 counter, which can be turned on and used as an attack by your scrolls.
Of Ancestry.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah, I believe so.
He's using the wrong +1 counter to make everyone at home pissed. It's working.
Ooh,
And he's
astral
gonna
etching.
etch it. Horrible
Pitching.
start for Steven. He literally looks like he smelled something bad. He's like, God damn it.
Is that Test of Strength in Enigma that I see in the pitch zone?
Yeah, Rob's gonna be blocking, but
Certainly going to lose that clash. Right next to
Rob
his chi.
blocking 5,000.
He's got double unmovable in this deck in his hand currently.
Steven looks like he's talking to somebody else besides Rob and being like, are you guys watching this? This is bullshit.
Shout out to Natalie, the table judge.
So
Boom
I'm going
grenade.
to remove a counter,
It's good. Remembering his triggers. Very smart.
pitch a throttle to play a rev up,
Recharge.
one of those cards, recharge, which
We
is
have
going to
4
add to our thing already. That's crazy.
Yeah, 4 counters on the hyperdriver. He's going to play another recharge.
5 counters.
What's happening? Both these men don't want to play the game. It seems like. And we're going to attack.
A zipper
Incredible.
hit for 11, maybe 10.
Look at that. He didn't
Getting
miss.
rid of a T-bone.
Hyperdriver trigger here. Gain your resource
Remember
there,
to gain
Steven.
the resource, Steven. Steven! Put the whole man on it to block. That's 3, right?
That is 3. That's correct. And plus the Spectral Shield plus Wave of Reality will make this a clean block.
Oh, I forgot. I gain a resource. Yes, Steven. That's your whole game plan. Don't forget your game plan.
You know, Steven is an enjoyer of combo Kitikatsu back in the day, and now Acilio. And I don't know if he's ever played Dash ever in his life.
Well,
Playing
here's
Unmovable, playing
here's
Oasis.
a bullshit from Rob. There's not a lot of defensive options in this format, except all the ones that are in my deck currently and in my hand. I'm going to play Unmovable and Oasis. Yes, you took a bunch of damage to get ahead, but now I have stonewalled that, and as long as I don't have a Spectral Shield with counters on it that I can swing for free, you'll be fine.
Steven
Oh,
is
wait, I have a Spectral Shield.
Steven is as bewildered as we are at home at what to do. Do you send Plasma Barrel Shot right now for 1?
I feel like you have to. It would be for 2, 1 plus the card that has been boosted.
Gotcha.
But
just
he
gonna pass turn.
doesn't. Because it could be blocked by a Blade Beckoner Helm and the Wave of Reality. So it would get him nowhere. Spectral Shield counts as 1, and then 4 counters make this a 5 damage attack for free because of the hero power, correct?
Correct.
Spectral
Look how much-
Shields are
Look
free.
at the glee on Rob's face. I blocked everything, and then I still get to swing my little shield.
Is that what Rob sounds like? I have not met Rob.
Yeah. Shout out to his channel, All In It Together. I instantly unsubbed once he did not top 8 with 2 different Guardians during one weekend during RTNs. So, terrible channel. Not worth your time. Just kidding. Looking good with your new glasses, Rob. Battle of the Beards here at Golden Gate Battleground. Battling it out.
Plus, he's got the Pro Tour Los Angeles.
Oh, repping. Is this the Trebuchet?
This is the Trebuchet letter, ladies and gentlemen. This card is only going to come in for one, but it's going to make the next one come in for more.
Incredible. Here's Rev Up. It gets discounted because we have a hyperdriver. So it's for 9, I believe. Go again, boosting. He's going to pass. He's going to play this unmovable.
Jesus, Rob, how are you drawing so well? And laughing. Steven says, yep, I could never do that if I tried.
See, there's Rob. He's got his little glee pose. Hee hee, I'm so good. Hee hee, I'm blocking.
Sometimes you just draw it. Steven is looking at maybe another card that he could try to attack this with. And immediately another block 4, revealing a block 4.
There we go.
But Steven gets some gold.
T-Bone wins the clash. Incredible. Said no one ever. This is the most ridiculous Silver Age game I've ever seen.
You're so mad. What the hell? I do think if you're Steven, you're like, Dash, I don't know, an aggro deck, usually pretty good.
I feel like he's testing the waters, knowing that Rob loves to block. He loves turning his cards sideways and just putting them in front of your cards. And so I think he's just being really careful with his resources and, only going when he needs to go. But, he's really got to get rid of this spectral shield right now. It's happening. Technical difficulty, perhaps?
And I think there is the thought process of this Enigma character should be kind of afraid of go wide decks because it spreads it pretty thin. But I think taking the turn off to set up a hyperdriver, set up the boom grenade, you don't want to set up against a setup deck because they go, okay, let's both take a turn off and I can get a D-React in my arsenal quicker. I can get the etchings ready to go. Like, it's not catastrophic, but it has not been great for Steven so far.
Pop the boots, Steven. Pop the boots. He's thinking about it.
You have to get rid of the spectral shield.
You must.
The boots would kill, the gun would kill both the ward and the spectral shield that's there, but it would replace it with another spectral shield so we can swing for 1. Like, I think if you haven't put time into Enigma, it's worth the 2-hour thought process with your favorite illusion player of, is it worth it in this format to play?
Hell yeah, Steven. Way to go for it. Let's close this combat chain. Let's use our abs. Put a counter back on our gun. And pass.
Oh, he had already used the gun. I thought he was going to use it. My bad.
Rob blocked with it.
I blew that.
Well, that's crazy. That's a crazy use of the boots.
To just add a counter?
Yeah. Coming in for 5 again. Is Steven going to go to 3? Is he going to block?
I don't know. I think there's
back and
got to be a plan, right? These get full value against Enigma stuff because it is a weapon. So they're going to block 4 of the 5 damage.
Let's see. Rob has Oasis Respite in hand. It'd be hilarious if it was blue. Springboard Somersault. On the horizon for sure, which we saw on the top when revealed when he blocked with Test of Strength.
And that wasn't even counting the aura he did play down, which was the aura where if you hit me this turn, your next red won't do anything.
That's correct.
You hate to see it.
Hate to see it. T-Bone boost. Hyperdriver trigger.
I'm going to show you playback near this one. And a card with some blue Spectre stuff on it. How about this boost card?
Red Zipper hit. 5 go again. On the horizon. Clash. Oh no. He just gets to look. Don't reveal. What's wrong with you, Rob? Wave of reality trigger. Get another spectral shield. Searching. 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 There it is.
Nice.
Beautiful.
Perfect grab of that spectral shield.
Yeah, totally. So it's well timed, well played. Steven in the cockpit of his Gundam over here, thinking about his next move. You don't have any options, Steven. It's either send your boost attacks or pass.
Passing right now would be very bad. Send your boost attacks. All systems go, Steven.
Yeah.
You have to hit these wards.
Boosting again here.
Rob pretending like he doesn't have blocking cards in his hand is going, what am I going to do? You're going to use your Oasis, Rob? That's what it's there for.
He only has 2 cards. He's definitely probably losing his stuff here. What is in Steven's arsenal?
Nothing good. He hasn't played it in turns.
Steven is grimacing. Doesn't like the math Rob is doing. Doing math of his own.
Steven's literally trying to add a damage counter with his eyes right there.
Yeah. Come on, attack for more.
Oh, he said, I'll use the ward now. Save my Oasis for later. Interesting thought process. Is this what Steven needed?
It's going to remove a counter from the gun. Shoot the gun.
How much is that coming for?
It's coming for 4. We got 3 boosts on the combat chain. Could break boots and do something else, but doesn't have any boots. Plays Oasis.
Yeah, it was gonna be one way or the other, so it gave Steven the illusion of choice. But
it is the moral victory there. No life gain on the Oasis. I think the writing's on the wall here for Steven. He understands he's getting, as we call in the business, fatigued.
I don't know. It does feel good when you're halfway through your deck and your opponent has more health than they started with. It's usually a good sign.
Yeah, definitely. He's counting his graveyard now. Some kind of sicko. I mean, disciplined player. Very disciplined player. Counting Steven's deck. What a jerkwad move. You know he has way less cards than you.
How dare you, Rob?
Oh.
Whatever Ocilio does to you later, you're going to deserve it.
All right, Steven.
I wonder Ocilio versus Enigma, how that worked out. We never really got to see those heroes for too long against each other.
Rob doesn't even let the triggers resolve. He's turning that card sideways and putting it right in front.
We're pitching for a rev up, our biggest attack we have for this hero in this format. Boosting to give it go again.
Moon Chakra.
Moon Chakra is an instant. So
taking damage. He's taking damage.
Is this what Steven needed?
Ugh.
Oh. Or a pass. He hasn't even drawn his cards yet, Rob. You couldn't be less interested in what Steven's doing. You want to see your block cards before he even gets his attacking cards. Here's a throttle. This hyperdriver we started out with is still around because we recharged it so much.
They found
literally blocking before the dice comes. Rob. This is rev up. You can't use any of your equipment you no longer have access to.
Yeah. Can't put your whole man in front of this anymore. Think he plays his Oasis here? No. Uses the ward.
Take a couple damage, but turn off reds for Steven for the rest of the turn. Block with this one card that does damage. Shoot the gun.
And plays waxing something. Dog. Ghost dog. Here we go.
Ghost Dog, when this leaves, if you pitch to blue, you get a Spectral Shield, which can start the Kodachi lock at 7.
Rob did not even attack. He just drew right up.
Rob missing triggers on both sides.
Yeah, totally. He's thinking
I think
to
he
himself,
just realized he forgot, right? Or what was that?
I think so. I think so. We have no audio, so we don't know. His hand is...
I think Steven just played a boom grenade and pass, which I think that's not a winning strategy, but maybe it was necessary in the moment. We have a card that says if you attack with this and you play a blue, it gets buffed.
some sort of draft chaff from Mist Vale Limited. Doesn't come in with the Chimera. I suppose it could get popped.
True. The red rev ups have been played already, but maybe he has a payload.
I think Steven's dead here, right? He says, I'm not blocking this. If you've got it, you've got it.
Steven is ready for this to be over, which
He's very concerned about what Rob is doing here. He's making another Spectral Shield, hero power ability. Takes 5. Steven goes to 2.
Draw a card. All right. Pop off king.
What'd you put in your arsenal, Steven?
Now, Steven, it's time to do this thing.
Yeah. You got him right where you want him. He's gained 2 health, basically, with his Spectral Shields. And your cards are exactly the same. Double Jump Start and Underloop.
So what kind of Gundam music would start going right now for if Steven was going to take this kaiju down?
Yeah, Tommy, in post, could we have
Dun, 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 dun,
the Gundam music, please going?
Dun, 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 dun.
Exactly.
Steven hasn't even decided to play something yet. But we got some cards. We've got the only card that starts with a J in the whole game, Jumpstart.
Is it?
It was at one point, maybe. I don't know if it's still today.
Jarl must count for something. On the horizon, blocks for 4 plus a Spectral Shield, covers up the 5.
Oh my god. Steven the Supposler, new name, shows up out of nowhere.
This is an embarrassing situation. I don't know what the Supposler means. Inside joke at the...
I'm on the outside.
on the Golden Gate Battlegrounds stream that apparently happened. What's incredible about this game and other games is that somehow all of the boxes that were broken down that were behind other players during certain games have seemed to have disappeared now that Steven has entered the arena, and it's replaced with an electric heater back there.
People are working.
Steven's name is now Steven.
Another 5 comes across. Oh, he's like, I screwed up. Can I retake this? It's like, bruh, what are you thinking about?
I don't even know what Rob needs to say. This card's blocking stuff and it's going to make stuff. Do you have any reactions? No, you don't, as Dash. Here you go. I'm blocking stuff. Tee-hee, my stuff blocks.
Tee-hee. Do I have a third card that attacks to get this boom grenade going? What
there
is
it is.
this?
He did it. He played something. I don't even know what that card does. It comes in for 8, though. That's pretty sweet.
Oh, my God. It's happening. Steven wins. It's 2-2. Let's go. If he had saved his shoes, he'd be a winner right now.
Blake, what the hell card was that? That came in for 8.
It's like Junkyard Dog or something, right?
Oh.
So Junkyard Dog plus 4. Just did a bunch of damage.
Arranging his pitch deck with his last 3 cards in deck.
But Rob has no cards. So can Steven, with 4 cards in hand, 3 cards in deck, come up with 2 damage to make Rob's eggs on his face all in together
Steven literally
reality?
has 2 boosts here. Can only boost twice.
Steven trying to figure out, does this go to 14?
Pretty, I like in the hand cam how Steven has stacked the damage dice on top of one another.
It's very
Also,
cool.
do you think that the -1 counter on the head that is smaller than the other dice counters, do you think it feels self-conscious about that, or?
I would. Throttle.
Boost.
Gets rid of the 0 to 60 on top.
Wow.
That's blocked with 2 cards. Steven, is the math getting better for you or worse for you?
Springboard somersault, baby, from hand. Worst card. Worst
If
card in
Rob
the game.
has a chi in hand, he could be screwed here.
Boost. Oh my God. Load the gun.
I mean,
No, he's playing it. Under loop. Put it back in his deck. Takes 1. Steven. Is it possible?
oh my God.
Is it possible? Well, Rob, your Oasises certainly will get value now that you're at 1.
Rob is smiling so crazy right now. He can't give it go again. There's
Rob
no more
wins
cards to boost.
that test of strength there.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm not trying to be biased at all, but if Rob had lost that game randomly at the end like that off Junkyard Dog, that would have been insane.
I know, and we had made fun of Steven. Well, but that's not the case. Rob is the winner on Enigma, game 1. Great job.
I like those things, but they need to be long enough where we can read what they say. just Tommy 5000 note there of make those a little longer. Interesting game.
Was it, Blake?
It's one of those where you're like, there's no way this guy can lose. How did this guy almost lose? And I think that's what you're playing for, Steven, of there was some sloppiness of like, oh, I forgot my spectral seal swing. There was some not full value out of those blocking cards where maybe if there's not, like, legitimately he drew the gain of health right at the beginning. If that's deeper down in his deck, that's the 1 damage that kills him.
That's true. Pretty tough, though. Pretty tough matchup. Let's see if Steven can bring this one back in round 2, hopefully. All right, welcome to game 2. Rob versus Steven. Now we have our elemental hero showdown. Mr. Terra versus the robot himself, Ocilio. Let's get right into this. See what happens.
Did you know
Steven is down a game. And Rob showed that blocking is quite powerful. Blake, what's your take on this matchup?
Terra means earth, and Ocilio is like oscillation. So what is my take on this? I think there is not enough AB, or look, I'm fully respecting AB, which is kind of crazy. So if Steven was hoping to arcane his opponent, that's going to be a little bit harder. We know he plays Oasis in other decks. Does he have enough copies for this deck too? Terra, I think, has access to a lot of earth blocking cards. And there's a new one that's a 1 for 5 in the new set as well. And you are kind of like, how am I going to get over that? So I think it's going to be a normal type of Ocilio thing, but not relying on the huge combo. So can we go a couple wide, then turn on our weapon that makes our arcane come in for 6+?
It's true. Steven is an Ocilio aficionado, though. This is the hero he plays in CC, so I've heard rumors that this deck he's cooked up is quite good.
Well, he played a sigil, and then he arsenaled a card, which immediately fell into Rob's trap because the first card he plays as an attack is Disable.
It's a blue, though, so it's only coming in for 7. But one thing I know about Auxilio, he cannot block very well.
If he does 4 or more, this card in the arsenal will be placed on the bottom. And if you're wondering where Steven took damage already, it was because his hero is less. Taking 7 immediately didn't like the arsenal, or maybe he just doesn't care because his hand is so good. But we have a sigil out there. I think that's the one that's going to be like blocking arcane, so it just always keeps my Volzar on.
Do you think Rob thinks his cards block better if he plays them down faster? You know,
it's kind of crazy, Rob. You got to slow down a little bit. 4 turns into 7, though. Do you have a D-react?
Certainly not. That means Flittering Charge is going to get go again, right? Because he played an instant.
Yep. It took 3 damage there.
Blammo! We're blasting you with the new Glyph card.
A 2 for 6? That's crazy.
Pretty good. Plus Volzar for 2. So
he just took 5 arcane there.
Took a buttload of damage. That card is pretty good. Look at it go.
Maybe they were just as tired of that first game as we were. They're trying to speed through this one. 5 damage. Titan's Fist, though.
Yeah, I got
pretty consistent.
Got a Might token there from Canopy Shelter. I think if you're Steven and you have these cards, you probably just don't block here, right? You just go, oh, I'm just going to send this to your friggin' face. What are you going to do?
What does Terra's hero power say about my tokens?
It says at the end of any phase, if you have an earth card in your pitch, you can pay 1 to make a Might token.
So be on the lookout for that. If you're trying to see what Terra is all about, that incremental value will make these numbers grow like trees.
It's because he's an earth hero. I get it.
Steven wondering which of these instants he wants to discard so he can find a card that blocks.
He has cards that block here. Blam. Blocks 3, takes 2.
I think that's a brand new card. But it's blocking, so we're not going to look it up. That's how LSS wants it. they called us and told us in an email. This is a meld card. Pretty interesting. We didn't get any meld cards in super new set.
And there you go. Sends Comet, Storm, Shock, Terra ABs, and then this is kind of the tricky thing about playing against a wizard, because you have then a earth card at the end of your pitch. You can pay into it and make a Might token for later.
So that did some damage. They each did some damage to each other.
I also like how Steven played that Comet Storm Shock, just freaking chucked it into the arena as a comet would come from space crashing down on Earth. The poeticness of this game. Elements personified here at the Golden Gate Battleground. Should I be that kind of announcer where I'm
Gundam rains down storm of comet.
It's an iron rain from my Gundam. A Gundam pilot. That's what he's talking to the person on his left.
Arcane hits Leafs. You know what happens to it? Same thing that always happens to it. Okay, he took some of the hammer.
No blocks there. I'm going to just freaking blast you, bro.
Pitch the Heaven's Claws, because they're going to be the best pitch we got. The hell is that card?
I think we're holding priority here on what we're playing. We're going to play another Sigil. We're going to amp Volzar.
Uh-oh.
And then we're going to do the new card where a ghost is pointing at a woman's face. That certainly does something.
We're going to zoom in.
Zoom enhance. Zoom enhance.
Oh, you get 3 of the new tokens that say, look at the top 3 cards of your deck.
Fate counters.
But what they do is they bump this new card that cares about how many things you have or no. Oasis comes down. He has it every time.
It's gonna still take 2 though.
I guess I am on lookup card duty. We did say that at the beginning, so I better get going.
Yeah, you got one job here, Blake, and that's be entertaining for the people.
Spoilers. Compendium of Wraith. Go to the Wizards. Is it alphabetical? Of course not. It's by when it was released. Make that make sense. Go past the new bow. That's so good. Oh God, is it there or he moved it? He moved it. Oh, it's in the graveyard. What is that one? Painful Premonition. No, not that one. I wonder what that card is then. Was it a Lightning Wizard card?
I don't know. Could have been Glyph Overlay here. Steven is doing some sort of thing here. He's blocking with Blade Beckoners. He's blocking with the hat. He's getting a sigil back.
When that sigil leaves,
he now gets a embodiment of lightning token. Shout out to Lupine Fiasco. That is his Lupine Cat as the quicken token. Hoping to pick up one of those.
It's been that sigil the whole time? Shouldn't that have... Doesn't that leave at the beginning of your turn, or did I make that
up? He played it at the end of last turn and picked it up. The same sigil he's had the whole time is still on there, which must be Arcane Shelter, in my opinion.
Gotcha.
Gets to opt 1 here. Putting that card to the bottom. We're going to opt again. Ooh, Comet Storm Shock. Leaving it on top. Can we Acilio power here to go get that? Do we want to?
Was that Astrovol Elemental, maybe? Because was that a spell that we're looking for? Or not?
I believe so. I believe it was arcane damage. This has got to be one of the more entertaining commentary jobs 2 men have ever done while watching other 2 men.
Yeah, I gotta zoom back out. Okay, so we're at 4 to 8. I think getting through 1 Oasis is pretty much like you're like, okay, this, you can't stop all this arcane. So if I set up a huge arcane turn, I can kill you, which we're going to use all of our equipment. We're going to amp 1, play out another sigil. This says choose the thing off the top of your deck or show us what's on top of your deck. Here's some physical to go with it.
Blast of Oblivion gets go again because of the embodiment of lightning. It's for 4 here.
Steven is very animatedly talking to us.
Steven is probably one of the funniest people I've ever had the pleasure of getting to meet and play against.
Okay.
We're bouncing sigils back and forth here, baby. We're doing Ocilio
when
things.
This is a spell, I can play it, and he knows what it is because he got to opt with all those tokens earlier. That is super sick. He does know what he's doing, but he hasn't resolved this card before in his life, so he's making sure he's did it right. Now he can pitch it.
He's got amp 3 here.
Comet Storm starts at 4.
Comet Storm for 5 arcane, he says.
For 5.
Still hasn't activated Volzar.
5 plus 3 is 8. Yikes.
I don't know if he activated Volzar, though. He's still got 2 cards. I feel like he's got some trickery here. Rob takes 3. Steven then blasts him with a new card. Glyph warding something, amps that. I think this bad boy comes in for 8, if I'm not mistaken. And if you can only block 3, that's game. Bam!
Sheesh. This is the Burn Bear card that everyone's like, is this going to be too strong? I think the first Burn Bear card and the second Burn Bear card Don't despair. It took courage to face me. We can see we can read that one if it's up long enough. So the card is actually called. Let me get to the wizard part. I was scrolling down to find lightning earlier, and they're not close to each other.
Gosh, that was pretty amazing. That Ocilio deck looked very
Glyph
good.
power spell. Deal
Glyph
6
power spell.
damage of arcane for 2, as long as you have a card with sigil in its name under your control.
So you need 1 sigil out to do 6 damage. Man,
It's pretty
that was
busted.
sick. That was pretty busted. Being able to play double spells and come in for 6. We're going to game 3, ladies and gentlemen. It's 1-1.
We're going to game 3, bud. I'm proud of these players. It does seem like they're playing some pet decks that they enjoy playing, and it does feel like I think you would have liked that Ocilio against that Enigma, because that Ocilio would have crushed that Enigma. So it does suck that he maybe saved his best deck for second when he could have crushed that Enigma with that, perhaps. But I'm looking forward to who were both the losers? We got Terra versus Dash.
Yeah, is that how it goes? Yeah,
think
because
so.
those decks have to win now. Ooh, spicy. All right, we'll see you in game 3. All right, we've started.
It's the Golden Gate Battlegrounds, hosted by King Kong Comics, with your host, Taylor Morrow, and your other host, Blake Meyer. I guess we're not hosting, we're commentating. Blake Meyer. This is Rob and Steven. They've played each other twice before, but that wasn't enough. They were 1-1, and they need to bring their loser decks back to try to win.
That's correct. So we got Terra versus Dash. We see a slightly different change here from game 1. Steven has brought out Talishar, the Lost Prince, still got his man with abs for equipment. And Rob has foregone the arcane barrier now for a man wearing boots with a lady midsection. Seems pretty
Nice.
good. Yeah, seems pretty good. So we'll see. We'll see what happens here.
We're going first. We're going to play a Sirens, and this card is very interesting in this format because do I care if it hits my opponent? No. I'm just trying to gain health. I'm trying to grind my opponent down. Not only will this take 2 cards from their deck, it'll heal me some.
Unfortunate too, no Earth card in the pitch. The reason to play that is for sure because it's a 2 cost and you can use the extra floating to get a might token, but that is not the case here for Rob, missing out a little bit of value there. Loving to start at 21 health every single game. Interesting too, Steven has then now played Convection Amplifier, which removes a steam counter and you get to give something dominate.
Interesting he didn't play that against Enigma, but I guess Enigma has all kinds of stuff to get around that kind of stuff, so maybe it wasn't worth it. Can you dominate the Talishar, or that would be insane?
I don't know. Steven with a coy look at the
I don't freaking know, bro.
coy look at the camera here. Rob blocking with every card he has. Talishar coming in for 4. Gonna get its first counter.
Wow. He says, I'll take it. All 4 straight to the face because I want to play a disruption card called Disable. This is another blue, though, just like you played against Ocilio. Last time Steven saw it, he was like, cool, I want to do my own stuff. I'll take it. It's kind of nice because it doesn't get rid of the card from your deck. It puts it on the bottom. Looks like he's going to be like, that won me the game last time. I'll just do it again this time.
Yeah, and it was under loop, so if that hits, it goes on the bottom of the deck anyway.
So it's like under loop hit for 0. Nice.
It hit for -7, really, is what it did.
Overloop in Sage is sick, dude. It hits for -7. I think what happens when this happens is, what are you gonna? You got to do some damage to take 7. So if Rob is still at 17 at the end of this cycle, you kind of want to be like, I don't know if Dash is your hero, Steven. You got to make something happen here.
Yeah, it's really interesting, the banning of heroes, right? So maybe 3 is not your jam, but like the 3 heroes, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so now you're maybe having to play with your like kind of throwaway hero you had to have. Playing a little gas up here, getting a hyperdriver out on the field. And we're going back to boosting. Coming in for 4 with go again. 8 with go again.
Oh my God.
That's big. That's large.
It's because we gassed up, which was nice because we got to put a, oh my God, he is to get 2 of these big red dice. He got to put a hyperdriver from his banish zone into play, which was pretty good. Swing Talishar.
4 takes 1. Well, you said it, Blake. Rob is still at 17 at the start of this turn cycle.
That sucks. And he has enough money for a hammer.
You know what? I believe in Steven here in this matchup. Rob's going to be off Arsenal here, only presenting 5 damage. You got a full grip of cards. He can't disrupt you here. Could use Blade Beckoner to save a little life here. Or we just say, fuck it and go for it. I don't know. Can we curse on this stream? Bleep me if you can't curse.
Go
Sorry.
to 8.
Go to 8, Steven.
Rob is just, he's finding this hilarious, blocking the hand cam from seeing that he has no hand. Not cool, man.
He's blocking everything. He's blocking the hand cam. He's blocking from hand. He's blocking all the attacks. This man cannot be stopped unless Steven is the person to vanquish Ollintogether Rob here.
Ollintogether, is that a High School Musical reference, right? Oh, he's blocking with both rev ups? No, what is that? Those are Big Berthas.
Big Berthas. I believe it's a reference to the old hymn garb of Guardians, which are the Ollins.
Okay, so he blocked and then passed, and now we're playing Crash Down the Gates, right? Isn't that this card? And he said, cool, that's going to make my attack grow from 6 to 8, and if I hit you, we're going to kill a boom grenade off the top of your deck. He's saying, I know that that's literally one of the pieces Steven needs to beat me because he has to do 24 damage in 1 turn. So I would love to see that get blown up. But he's going to full block 8 damage because he wants to get that boom grenade. He's spending for the might token. I just realized that's the might token.
Nice.
So Rob is bullying Steven at this point because Steven doesn't even have the, like, what is it, breath? Or like he doesn't have room to breathe. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, no space here. Yeah, do you boost? You just send it, right? And you don't boost. Just send the attack. I think that's a smart play. He wants this grenade. Rob's going to make a second might and gain some life.
That's some BS. I'm going to block with things that get me bonuses on offense and heal up. So I can play Boulder Drop for 9. Steven didn't even put those cards in his hand. He just took them straight off the top of his deck and threw them at the combat chain. He could not be more bored of playing with Rob at this way.
Yeah, he's going, what the heck? Game 3. Here we go. Here's the space that Steven needs. Just a hammer for 4. Rob is back up to 20 health, and he is pretty proud of himself at this moment. Steven takes it. This is the moment he's been looking for.
Boom grenade is out. Hyperdriver is out. Convection amplifier is out.
Is out. He's gaining a resource. He's using his abs. to bonus.
T-Bone, number 1. Give me those shoes so I can have go again without boosting a card from my deck. Okay, he's blocking with a card from hand and his helmet. So that's going to fully block that. I feel like you can't really use Convection Amplifier until the equipment's completely used.
Yeah, totally. He's going to close the chain here.
Is there a second T-Bone?
No, but he's playing
This is Ram something?
Ramrod.
Ram. Let me type in Ram. I got you. I'm the guy that looks up things here.
Just Steven's body language is cracking me up about what's happening. You know? That these are
He
all
was like, oh, rotary Ram. I drove here from wherever
Sacramento.
he drove here.
Sacramento.
And he was like, oh, I got to play a couple Guardians.
Convection Amplifier activated here on the
Throttle.
Coming in for 6 Dominace, as we learned earlier in some of our Bravo games.
Or it says 9 if I look this way.
9. Yeah, maybe we just don't know what these cards do. Oh, yeah.
No, Ram gives it plus.
Ram gives it plus. That's correct. Your theory of you got to use this before all the armor's gone is not holding water at this exact moment. And if he gives them shoes here, he could break Achilles' accelerator and get an extra attack off here. Rob only has 2 cards left in hand, 1 in arsenal.
I'm wondering who they're talking to.
I'm going to guess Yichin or somebody else.
Steven laughing. Rob shuffling through a graveyard.
He's got to get a token. He's got to get a quicken token here because he's blocking with Civic Steps.
I feel like Civic Steps are going to be gone very soon for most lists. They're going to play that new. If you have a seismic, this gets +1 and it's temper 1. So you could play it twice, but only if you have seismics. And we're doing something. We're using the quicken. We're going to play Zipper Hit. Hopefully you can block this. And he can. So now the quicken is, do you want to do 4 damage to your opponent with your last Talishar swing?
Yeah, how worth it is it to you? Is that springboard somersault in there? He goes for it. Rob blocks for 1, takes 3.
17-9.
With his hat.
So the boom grenade did not go off. So multiple turns of taking damage directly to the face to make sure the boom grenade goes. Rob shows that, yes, I am playing blocking heroes. I enjoy covering up whatever you have. No matter what you do, you could have a convection amplifier next to you the whole game. It's not going to work against me. I'm Rob the Block Man.
That's true. Blocks the camera from us looking at his hand.
Zipper hit. I'll block.
With a clash card, covering it up.
Which one is that? Check out our shoes or check out our heads or
I don't know. One of the yellers. Throttle here, no boost. Coming in for 6. Rob's gonna play Oasis. Oh, maybe it was a blue. Came in for 4.
Okay.
Well, I think writing's kind of on the wall here.
And that's when Steven turned it around.
God. I just love a comeback story. Rob's counting deck again just to kind of make Steven feel self-conscious about the size of it.
It's Steven's turn, so he's going to throttle away.
Ooh, crankshaft. Oh, hyperdriver's gone. No value there.
Imagine if that had been 1 turn earlier.
Imagine the value we would have seen off of that.
Rob crossing his arms, even though he's the one who picked this hero.
He's decided to finally elect to take damage. I believe it's kind of as like a alpha move play there, like I only take the damage I choose to take. Right?
And this is what Steven needed. He's playing gas up into you can't block with your equipment. This is the one you want to use a convection amplifier with.
Yeah. Totally. It takes Rob down to 3. Incredible. Boulder drop here coming down. Is
a double pummel?
Yeah, does he have it?
Barf if that happened.
It does not look like he has
He's going to double pummel.
No, he has a red and a yellow in hand.
Ladies and gentlemen, there's about to be a double pummel. Steven getting DP'd right now.
Oh. Convention amplifier is, in fact, actually gone. Steven has no choice but to give up 6.
He's going to 11 to 9. To what? 7 plus 4, 11.
Take 5.
So we'll put a card back on top of your deck, and then you can discard one of them, and that'll ruin your turn. Then I'll put a card in my arsenal, which is the other pummel, so I can do it to you again.
Actually, in fact, the pummel is in hand.
Crash down the gates.
Nice.
Let me boost that card for you. Steven, you got to block 12 or you're going to die.
And there's the other red pummel. GG's. And Rob wins 2 games to 1.
That was a mess. They're calling me Sloppert the way I'm blocking all of your attacks. Is that block slop?
Yeah,
block slobbert?
That's a reference to. Boy, well, I'll tell you what, Rob, good job moving on to the semifinals. Sorry, Steven, you're out in the quarters. Blocking.
Good job, Rob.
It's
good job, Rob. I would like to thank you for getting to the end of the least viewed video in the Gigabus series. I think it's more fun to be playing these heroes. I wouldn't say Fab is ever boring to play. I would never say Fab is boring to watch. I think we can learn some stuff here of like which matchups are good and which matchups are bad. And I think it is going to be pretty hard for Dash to get over some of the mountains of block cards that are going to be in these Sage decks. So I am not expecting regular old CCLL Dash that has, what is it, Dash Inventor Extraordinaire? That Dash, I don't think will be that popular in Sage. And I think that's kind of just a byproduct or format. If you have 8 people picking 3 heroes, somebody's going to be playing the 24th best deck in Sage. And maybe Dash is in the 20s somewhere.
That's just good math there. Exactly what Rob did. He's probably got a ton of brain cells left, too. He barely had to think at all. He just turned his cards sideways and put them in front of attacks. And when he felt like it, counted Steven's deck to let him know that it was swiftly running out and this game was going to be over. So good job to Rob. Hope the rest of the tournament goes well. We'll see you in the next video. And thank you for hanging out with us during this grassroots event, Golden Gate Battlegrounds. If there's a link in the description to buy somebody a coffee, please do so. Support the stream. Okay.
See ya.
Thank you. Bye. Thanks for doing this with me, Blake. This is fun.
It's kind of crazy that Rob just picked the same deck 3 times, but good for you, bro.
I mean, he's only knows how to do one thing, you know, and that is block.
This hammer's getting bigger. This spectral hammer's getting bigger. My hammer goes to 11.